Welcome back, sports fans, for another episode inside the Thunderdome. I'm your host, Big Ben MTG. Catch me live at twitch.tv. Hope you enjoy today's content. Welcome back, sports fans. Welcome back, sports fans, to another episode inside Thunderdome. Today we're playing some red or green black shadow with a traverse package in it. So 22 lands, a bunch of baubles. Your creature base is Death Shadows, Tarmogoyfs, 1 Scavenging Ooze, and 3 Lurrus in the main as your planeswalker effects. We have a suite of Street Race, Abrupt Decay, Maelstrom Pulse, and 6 Inquisition Thoughtseizes effects, as well as your 4 Fatal Pushes. In the sideboard, we have a slew of green-black cards to be able to deal with our opponent's stuff, but this is the main. I'm excited to play it. We're going to run through a league today, and I'll play both. Thanks, buddy. Giovanni, welcome to the Thunderdome, buddy. Let's see what we've got here. It looks good. Probably pick some good music. That part, I think I have it on lockdown already. Lockdown's a bad word to use these days. Red mana. Crazy. Let's bobble here. Take a look at their top card. Mountain. It is. Just play an Overgrown Tomb tapped. New phone, who this? Alex, how you doing, brother? What's up, big guy? Eidolon, yep. This one's a good one. I don't like the lands we just ripped off the top, but I'm about this, that's for sure. We'll just play a forest here. We'll play the Tarmogoyf, take 2. Really wish we had a fetch land, actually. Maybe I don't. Yeah, well. Yeah. Playing the rock, buddy. I'm gonna play slow, so do not play the Tarmogoyf here. I would rather put it out later, I think. So I think I'm gonna actually leave it. All right. All right. We'll play it. I had more of a feeling to leave it. Yeah. So, your two messages conflict, just so you know. Yeah, I probably would have rather not play the Goyf there, just leave it, and then next turn play on a down tick. So we took 2 extra damage here to get this in quicker, but there's also a good chance that they bolt it now before they can't anymore, right? So I'm not unhappy with that either. The spear definitely, if they've got a bolt, they're definitely going to throw it at Tarmogoyf right now. I'm going to let both of them through. I don't want to just trade the Tarmogoyf for 2 life, basically. Nothing. It is a Bolt Eater. I'm really surprised right now. Skewer the critics, my Tarmogoyf. Yep. Hey Hogan, how you doing, buddy? Your life make your next Goyf bigger. Now I'm off to bed. Good to see you, man. Okay, Fatal Push was pretty good here. I want to play the Lurrus last, so what I'm going to do here is just throw the Liliana out, make him sacrifice a creature. I'm sure I'll get rid of the Swift Spear here. And then next turn we can go push this Lurrus, and then hopefully push this Lurrus and Bobble. Goblin Guide. So much burn today! I feel like this is gonna be all of our matchups. Alright. Goblin Guide reveals another land. At least it's a fetch land so that we can put it in the yard. So we have to play Lurrus here, and hopefully that does the trick for us. And if we're gonna play Lurrus, I might as well fetch for a swamp here. We'll go upstairs. Yeah, we gotta connect. Ooh, Gifted Aetherborn. Remind me what that card is. Oh, crack. Yep. We'll throw away Nurturing Peatland. Need them to whiff is really the only way to go about this. So we'll fetch here. Because I want to play Lurrus and shoot that. So Lurrus here. Oh, take 2 off that. Sick. Sick. Alright. That took me so long to think about that. Cleus is good here. I'll play this removal spells and just cast your creatures as removal. Oh, for that. That's the thing. Take the shadows. Shadows come out. Probably don't need any street race. Oh, maybe shadows. Might have to keep some of this. Thoughtseize Inquisition is fine. None of these gain life, right? You gain a life and draw a card. I'll play it. I will take anything that gains a life here. What else here? Any of this other stuff gain a life? Do not take the shadows out. It's weird because your other message said take the shadows out. I'm confused. Your computer. I'm gonna buy you a new computer like ASAP Rocky. I like this. That seems fine. Let's do that. I think Dismember is fine-ish. It's not great, but this hand's good. Keep this. Inquisition first, and we'll just fetch for a forest to do this. Fetch Inquisition, take their creature hopefully. They have just one creature. That's good. The next one I'll take probably Roiling Vortex. I think is actually a good card to take in this matchup. Play the Mountain, exile, Riftbolt. Okay, that was the card drawn for turn. Okay, so let's Thoughtseize. We'll get rid of Roiling Vortex. I think is going to do the most damage over the time and stop us from gaining life. And then I'll play the Treetop. Let's grab. Well, we've got 3, 6, 9, 12 points. And we're at 17. I need 5 more points of damage. Yeah, I think this Rolling Vortex is going to be the issue. I'll play the Treetop here, and then next turn we can throw out the Kitchen Sphinx. Alright, Sunbaked Canyon. Eidolon was the draw. That's a pretty good draw. Still gonna play the Kitchen Sphinx here. That was a very good draw from our opponent. 45-second delay. That's terrible, Josh. We'll play the Pete land. So they have 3 cards. These 3 cards plus 1. We're at 14 life, so I'm gonna leave it just as is here. And then if they don't do anything at the end of the turn, I'll pop the Pete land, but I'm sure they're going to Skull Crack. Yep. Now we can play Death Shadow next turn. And that'll finish them off. They're going to do a lot of damage to themselves here, so that'll finish them off pretty quick. I will have to push this at the end of turn. There goes a Skewer. Oh, it could be F'd here. So they have one bolt left in hand. So I can't play this Fatal Push because we'll get bolted. Can't play anything. I have to wait for a 4-mana in a life card. Frustrating. Draw another bolt. All right, Motown. We're gonna take it to you, bud. I like this hand. It needs to do quite a lot before we can play a threat, but we can bobble, fetch shock, shoot their thing. Cast this. Unsettled Mariner, okay. Do I want another land of this? Probably not. I'm gonna play this. I don't think I need to use the Traverse just yet. I'd rather fetch shock instant, so we'll have 3 card types in here very close, very soon. Yeah, you're right. Languish would be fairly decent for that too, because you could just get rid of the Eidolon. Okay, so we'll play the Tarmogoyf here. That was a good draw. We do have to be careful of our life total. I guess this could be Merfolk. Very likely, actually, it's Merfolk or Spirits, but they do have Flyers and Island Walk, so we don't always have blockers for days. So Varro looks like Merfolk to me, but Alice on 1. Yeah. There's Scavenging Ooze. Bang for 2. Voice lived through Languish. I do like that part. Definitely Merfolk it is. Let's get +1 whenever you cast Merfolk spell. Alright. That works. They do have a decent amount of 1s in their deck, so we'll dismember here. 1, 2, 1, shoot that thing. I don't want to play around with anything. Burn Catacombs. I'm gonna put this. I don't have any way to get rid of this Chalice. Oh no, I do. We do have Abrupt Decay in the deck, so we can. I could just put Death Shadow and Traverse in the yard and attack for 6. Oh, I guess there's already a creature in the yard. We need 2 pulse, right? So I could just put Traverse in the graveyard, and then attack for 5. 6 would be if I like put Death Shadow in there as well too, and then just gained a life for scavenging use. Let's draw a card first. Another Traverse. So I'm definitely going to put one of these in. And I think that's fine for right now. We'll attack like this. And me eating the creature doesn't do anything. Net. Net the same. Let's work on drawing that decay. Silvergill. Revealed Silvergill. I'm gonna fetch here. We'll just grab Forest, and I'm gonna eat this. If I have to, I can put a Death Shadow in the yard. Another Traverse. That doesn't do anything. Let's draw another card here. Fatal Push. Okay, we're gonna put this Death Shadow in the yard and attack. So. I have Mutavault. There's Silvergill, okay. They played 2 lands this turn. What happened here? Did they play that tap last turn? I don't remember. Okay, they've had enough. Alright, let's bring in some killers. Languish, Damnation, Liliana, Kalidas, Grave Titan. What else is good here? I feel like they're all like just scavenging use can win kind of a race, but it can be tough with. That's fine to leave out. Destroy target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less. I feel like this is fine as well too. We want our Lilianas. What if we took out the Death Shadow package? Position Thoughtseize. Position Thoughtseize may not be that good. Vraska's another out to chalice. Good point. I may just want to cut down on the ones as well too. Like if we take out Tues does. What if we do this? 68. So we can take out these, or we take out these. What if we do this, or basically these? Shadows and race out. Awesome. Done. I think Scavenging Use does a good job at racing as well if we're going to kill everything. This hand's good as well. Doesn't Thoughtseize them, but don't like discard and one's your best option to keep in. Nice. Just kidding. We'll play. Oh, it doesn't matter if we play Bloodstained Mire. I can fetch Shock and Fatal Push and then play a Tarmogoyf. Been playing this card tapped. It was pretty good. Just playing a Josh. Unsettled Mariner. Well, that's unlucky. I can't shoot that thing right now. So just get this, play that, and then untap. Ooh, Bobble was nice. Bobble. To bobble him, I have to pay 1. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna bobble us. We get a Vraska. We'll play a Swamp. I'll just play a Tarmogoyf here. 2/3. Sorcery gets added, so it's a 3/4. So if I shoot a card, ooh, Vraska. Rejury, okay. Attack for 3. Yep, come on by. Just race it. I like that. So to put another card in the graveyard, so Tarmogoyf. Right, we just have to get them up to 4-5 with the sorcery, right? So we need to kill the creature. This language smack Vraska down and cackle like a witch. Save the push. But how do we get Tarmogoyfs above 4 toughness? I just play another Tarmogoyf here, but they're going to be able to tap stuff down here. I think I would rather shoot this. Wow. Could. They want to languish next turn with what they have out, I think. I can't because I have to pay 1 because it's going to get countered. Could have done that in a heartbeat though. Yeah. Yeah, we do need things that are a bit bigger. So we're gonna shoot Reedry before they do anything. Can't do that. I'm gonna shoot the Mariner. I'll play a Forest. I'll attack with this because they'll just tap it down anyways. But this really does add a lot to the board. So even if they don't commit enough to the board on this turn, I like this even more. If they don't commit enough, I can play Vraska and just shoot the one thing that they have. Or they play Unsettled Mariner and screw the whole thing up. But now we just languish. Hopefully he's untapping us so we can play something else. Yeah, I'm gonna languish here for sure. Oh boy, he could commit another card here. Oh, Mutavault. I'm in for 7. I say just play Goyf and let him play into languish. I like this. Yeah, this is pretty nice little target here. I'm good with this one. Zap zap. The emotes are in, boys. The emotes are in. I would have loved to just attack first, but so we can get in for 4, but he could double block. I probably should have left this back to block a Mutavault, though. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, because we're going to eat 3 that we didn't need to here. We do have Tarmogoyfs. Liliana's quite good here. I think what I want to do is Inquisition Liliana minus. Tarmogoyf does look pretty good. But if they have Spreading Seas, we die. So I want to get rid of this thing. So I'm going to Inquisition and Liliana minus here. Oh, that was good. That was really good. Still could die here. They're going to get in for at least 2 if they want it. Nope, no attacks. So next turn we get to play double Goyf. Does look like they're coming in for 2 here. And they're hoping that we don't have any. Ooh, that would be an interesting attack here. Wow, did not see that coming at all. Like, what's the point? You're 1 attack away from dealing the rest of it. Scavenging Ooze was just the best. Just the best. Let's play that. And we get in for 6 here. I don't know why. Yeah. I think I kind of want to play Tarmogoyf, but if they just have like untapped Lord, we lose because we'll take 1 point off of this. They just go like Lord, untap Mutavault, attack. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold this up the whole way. I might just eat this right now. Yeah, we'll just leave up the nurturing peatland, I guess, in a turn. Eat something else. Putting C's? Yep. Look, the upcoming, you better take steps back while you frontin'. Straight pepper them dudes curry mutton. Tell a man straight that he ain't on nothing. Yeah, the upcoming, you better take steps. But we did just take down. I feel like that's a very good matchup against any kind of creature deck right now. So this hand's good. Not too many lands in it, but I guess maybe it's not. Well, 1, 2, 3. We've almost got Traverse. Yeah, buddy. Everybody try the new emotes. And I play a lot of old John Abzan Rock. It's so fun. It's some of my favorite Magic. Like, it's a blast. A lot of fun. Everybody give the new emotes a try. There's one brand new one as well, too. That we put in for... Not that we ever do this. This never happens. But I did make a brand new punt emote. I'm glad it shows up pretty good there, actually. Inquisition, I'm sure they're gonna take our Inquisition. Of course, it always happens that way when you take like a heavy land hand. And you're like, okay, well, if you just draw like one thing, that's fine. And then you draw like 3 lands in a row, and you're like, ah, I guess I lose. Not that I'm saying that's gonna happen, but like we are against him, John, tonight. Armagoyf. Yep. They do know we have an Abrupt Decay. Pickle Street Wraith. Nurturing Peatlands. We have sorcery creature. We'll have instant and land in here, so I'm happy with that. We'll just grab forest. I think Scavenging Use is going to be important. Then versus Rock 20. So boom. Where's your boom emotes, boys? Let's go. Oh, you know how you get the boom? You got to be level 2 sub to have the boom. Guess who is? My man Curtis Kirky. So now we're gonna have 4 in here, so we'll shoot the Tarmogoyf when it comes in, and then we can traverse for whatever we want. Absolutely. This is so 2017. I love it. I feel like they're slow rolling a Liliana here. Do I want to take 2? I'm gonna take 2. I feel like they're slow rolling a Liliana that I want to get rid of. Another Tarmogoyf. Okay, so we took 2 unnecessarily, but we're playing Death Shadow, so I'm not that unhappy about it. Maybe I will Fetch Shock. Can we outpace these? Fetch Shock, that's 13, and then Fetch Shock is 10, and they're only 3s. Maybe we just want Traverse into our own Tarmogoyf to stall the game a little bit. For the record, Tim is a sub with Will Hall. He's giving his free sub. Oh my god. I am pissed. Big question here is if we go Tarmogoyf route or Death Shadow route. Death Shadow will outsize these eventually, but not just yet. Let's grab a forest. We'll shoot 1 and then traverse for our own. Okay, well that makes things a little bit easier. So let's grab a traverse here. Can't believe that, Tim. Can you imagine? I love being able to traverse for like Luris or Street Wraith is one of my favorite traverse targets. Like, that's so cool. We'll just grab, I think we could just grab Scavenging Use and just beat them. But I want to leave it in there for our next traverse targets because I think that they may shoot our Tarmogoyf. in order to get theirs through. They're down 2 cards in hand.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Holy shit. Welcome to the oh my god, Josh is giving 5 tier 1 subs to the community. I love that.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Fuck, that gets me every time. Oh my god. Thanks, Josh, man. That's really, really cool. I really appreciate that. I'm never
Welcome to the
Thunderdome. Get over that. That's fantastic. Cody with a K, Jackie Chen, that blue magic guy, Dave, and
welcome to the
Hunted
Thunderdome.
Lumpus. Welcome to the Thunderdome, boys. Josh, you're the man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, bud.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
God, it's so fun hearing that thing go off. I love it. It's pretty good. Alright, they're down to 0 cards left in hand. They can't escape this yet. We're going to throw away the Nurturing Peatland because I want to be able to fetch Shock and play Tarmogoyf here. By Tarmogoyf I meant Death Shadow, and there's our Death Shadow. We're going to play this. We'll fetch Shock here. And reverse. Second card. We'll just grab. I feel like Luris is not bad either. Like, Luris does a ton of work here, actually. Actually, by a ton of work, it only grabs Tarmogoyf exactly. I'm gonna get Death Shadow. Can't see you from all the way to the top of this leaderboard, man. God, I love it. 3 cards in yard. They're gonna be eating those cards with the Renin 6 as well. But probably not gonna get a whole lot of them. Alright, one of their draws is a Blackleaf Cliffs. I don't know why they play the Blackleaf Cliffs when they have Inquisition. Alright, so last card in hand is a Nurturing Peatland. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next turn, they still can't. They have to draw a card, like a Fatal Push or something. Alright, our own Fatal Push. I like our spot even more here. Let's draw a card. Another Nurturing Peatland. I don't love that. I'm going to attack them for 2, let them do whatever they want to do, and then I'll push the threat. They may actually block here. Put a card in the yard for Cruxa, which means I definitely want this card and the Fatal Push in hand, so that we can push the Cruxa and we don't die from it. It doesn't block anything. We'll take 3 from that. We could take a possibility of 4 if they have a bolt. They can beat us. Abrupt Decay. Yep. Now they're not playing Crux. I don't know why. Interesting. Could play this Nurturing Peatland and just tap it to add 1 more damage. So it doesn't do anything. I'd probably just rather draw 2 cards this turn. Another Fatal Push is good. We'll draw a card here. Luris would be great. Scavenging Ooze is amazing. We'll play that. I'm just going to eat the Cruxa right now. Eat that. I should have done that post-combat. Sorry, team. Now I'm more inclined to eat this Renin 6. Boom. So never anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. Oh, Curtis. Nurturing Peatland in hand. What did they draw? Another draw. We have 2 pushes for whatever threats they have, plus, yeah. Good job. Alright, what do we want in this? We want everything that has value. So Cletus, Kitchen Finks I like as well, Planeswalkers, Ashiok's, Nissa, a bunch of Lilianas, Scavenging Ooze, Grave Titan. We want out on the Inquisition Thoughtseizes. Traverse is fine. Everything else that kills cards is fine. Treat Race. The Shadows are good too. What do we think of all this? So we kind of are at a divide on where we're going with life gain and stuff. Because I guess Kitchen Finks doesn't play that well with Death Shadows. So I like the Scavenging Ooze for the Graveyard Hate. I think I want this either way. Maybe Liliana the Last Hope. It's a kill condition. Hey man, how you doing, buddy? The unbanned mid-range. That's exactly what happened. Good to see you, brother. We're playing some Rock Shadow right now. I think I want all of this. Kitchen Finks is such a problem for them. Maybe, what if we did this? Something go Hema Jam. Absolutely. It was a bit of a dono deck from Josh. He wanted me to play some Shadow tonight. I'll have to work on that. Alright. I'm gonna submit this to see how it goes. Alright, big Miki. Big Miki. All the practice. This sounds great. Love it. So generally in these matchups, in your green-black, my points back, that was not. Hey, I think you should try it again. Be more practiced. Play Bobble here. Bobble them. What do they got? Thoughtseize on top. They kept the Thoughtseizes in the deck. They're gonna regret that later, I promise. They're gonna like it right now because they're gonna cash in on a card, but later they're not gonna enjoy that. So in these mid-rangey matchups, Reduke makes some great articles, just FYI, in case anybody was unaware that a professional Magic player who plays Jund for a living makes great articles. But he talks about Thoughtseize Inquisition and taking them out. At the end of the day, if both players end up with like 2 cards in hand, but at the end of the game, you get to a point where one person has none of them in the deck, the other one has them, you get to the end of the game, and one guy draws Tarmogoyf, and there goes Thoughtseize. You lose, right? Your Thoughtseize does nothing, so there's no point. We're gonna play the Bloodstained Mire here, and then I'll just be able to fetch Overgrown Tomb. It would have been nice to draw, a Tarmogoyf here, but I think this is fine. Their own Tarmogoyf, okay. I'll fetch, grab an Overgrown Tomb. I would love a Liliana of the Veil off the top, would be great. Kitchen Finks I don't love. But I'm going to play it here first, just so that it blocks for any Planeswalkers coming down next. That's not how that works. We'll just play it as a little speed bump. And we'll block with this turn, and then we'll block with it next turn. So if you only got the one Tarmogoyf out at the end of next turn, okay, well, that's it. Mid points to play marbles. This is a great game, eh? Did you play on Will's channel? I'll definitely block this Tarmogoyf here. Well, maybe I actually eat 5 damage. No, this is gonna shoot the Tarmogoyf. Blood Braid. And a bolt. I'm sure they'll bolt the Kitchen Finks here because it's all the same. Yeah, man. Wild. Best of second place. I never won it either, but I did come last, and he was giving away free pack to last at the time. Upgrade Ashok is nice to target yourself to turn on. Oh, that's a good point as well, too, right? Okay, so I can play this, shoot that, but then it dies, so it's just a 4-mana kill spell. Or we play Scavenging Ooze, go to work on 2 cards of the graveyard, but then reverse is off. But we do have a 4/4 that can block the Blood Braid Elf. I think I'm into that. And I'll just do it right now to avoid any lightning bolt shenanigans, and it also pads our life total a little bit. If they do have a Fatal Push, then Liliana would be extremely bad here. Another Blood Braid into Fatal Push, that's even worse. Even worse. Shit, the other round. It's hard to watch your marble just like bumble around. Language would be great here, although we did not put it in the deck. Fatal Push. So Vraska. Now we're forced back up against the wall here. I'll play the Bloodstained Mire. Red. By red, I mean that. Play Vraska. Yeah, well, your computer's on a lag there. So we're gonna eat 3 more here. We do have the Fatal Push to shoot one of these on their turn. We're gonna eat 3 more damage, 4 more damage with this, so does not look that good right now. Get in combat, I'll just shoot one of these right now. They have a lightning bolt, we're dead. We're dead to quite a bit here. Get rid of Blood Braid Elf with a Fatal Push is not my favorite activity. They've played 2 lightning bolts already. They go at us. I mean, they probably have more action. Hooligan's Command. Yep. You got it. I'm gonna be right back, team. One quick sec here.
I'm a star. I'm known for hopping in the cars, known for taking it too far. New stove, so I'm swagging and shit. Bad bitch, I'm a pacifist clips. I ain't even feel like rapping and shit. I don't even feel like passing a split. Situations if you dragging and shit. Spliffy fire like a dragon and shit. She don't even wanna drag on a bitch. Take a weave off that she spaz on her shit. Look, I got the juice. My drip is so wave. And shit might get sticky, I leave that shit icky. If you wanna play, don't fuck with your bitch. I do not want your bae. But she the controller, so pass and come over. She wanna play. Look, I got the juice. And my drip is so wave. And shit might get sticky, I leave that shit icky. If you wanna play, don't fuck with your bitch. I do not want your bae. But she the controller, so pass and come over. She wanna play. I got bitches, I fall by the tools. Bitches all about the moves. Never rap, break a rule. If we gettin', then we gettin' it cool. Jeweler running out of jewels. They was running out of tools. Sonny back for the duel. I get money that I stack by the pool. Last Asking for nothing, you know you can't catch them. You gotta do better, do better, do better. Move to Dubai, tend to send in the weather. Frost was a storm, we start freezing together. Cashing your chain for a printer. 90 degrees in the heat in the winter. Give him a sticker, I'm killing the winner. I told my niggas go get and go get 'em. Hop in the V or a storm, a swisher. Put the numbers up, I know I get lit up. Keep the chopper through the dash of your homies. I disappear and they swear they all know me. Bitches, I'm born in the old way. I put up 20.
Made it.
I got it bigger, said they showed me. You know a nigga got a roll. I got the juice. My drip is so wet.
Sorry about that. Any changes we'd make here? Don't think so. I wouldn't mind getting this in. The X-Proof is important, but Quaif outsizes it pretty quick, and for 4 mana I want to be doing a little bit more than that. This hand, this hand, this hand. Our threat doesn't do anything because we can't get our life total low enough. But our opponent's playing with Thoughtseize is still in the deck. We have an Ashiok. We will get the 3rd land off Traverse. We do have a Fatal Push. I'm going to keep it and play defense here. Would have liked this to be another Forest and I would have been much happier, but I think this is fine. So if they play... They may have a Thoughtseize here, but they don't have a Thoughtseize. We do Shock. Here it comes. Shock nothing. Okay, they were just getting ready for our Tarmogoyf. Land was even better, so that means I don't have to use this Traverse right now. Opponent is crazy playing with hand, right? Right? I don't know why you would ever do that. Why? I'm just gonna play this Burden, leave it up, and then hopefully they don't have any hand attacks still, and then you just slam an Ashiok and they have an empty board. Could be the end. Rotten Cave, okay. Only get Ren and 6 in there. I have no idea why they play with Thoughtseize still. But maybe they've... Right? I mean, we're gonna let it go. I'm sure they'll take Ashiok here. Be interesting, Josh. Have you ever played with Veil Summer in the sideboard here? This is probably not very good because you expect people to take the hand attack out, but it would also be good right here. And getting your stuff countered, like against control, is not really worth it. Fatal Push. Neat. Why? When I have Maelstrom Pulse, I'll get the Overgrown Tomb and I'll Shock for now. Obviously, they haven't played enough time listening, right? Any time at all listening to Reed. That's crazy to me. I don't know why. Mill them just so they don't play like Ren and 6. Get this land. More for Fatal Push. God, Duke is so good with this deck. Like, he could play Jund in any meta and come out in the top 8 of whatever tournament. I don't know how you do it. Okay. That explains him not taking the Ashiok with the last one. Well, they have 3 card types. First would be 4, but that doesn't count that. So I think I'm going to put in the Kalidas here. That's what I have in my updated list online. Oh, you have the Veils in there? I think it would be just okay. Like, the thing with like control is you're keeping hand attack in there. Where's this going? Here? Oh boy. Is this a double bolt to get rid of this? Turns on Traverse for us. Use traverse for Armagoyf? I think so. Could get Lurrus, but I'm not gonna be able to replay anything. Veil's right. Yeah, I think it would just be fine. Got a creature in here, Grave Titan. Can't wait to get that thing off. Kitchen Bank Snow, Lurrus, Scavenging Ooze would be pretty decent. I'm just gonna get a Tarmogoyf here. I think that they've got the Fatal Push anyways in their hand because they shocked this in on turn 1. Now they did cycle, so it doesn't mean for sure. I should do that. But you're playing your stuff after they have their way. That's true too. Like, especially against Lurrus, like I would not be wanting Inquisition in here because you just gotta play out of the graveyard for the rest of the game. Blackleaf Cliffs tapped. They have their own Tarmogoyf. I'll push it now. They're down to 2 cards in hand, same as us. We bobble. They're at 15.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Sir Chubs, welcome to Thunderdome. Thanks for the follow. Really do appreciate that. Glad to have you. Every deck needs an I win. Great Titan. I do love it, man. What do I want to do here? Well, let's bobble us and see if I want to draw a card or not. Lurrus on top. So I want Lurrus to keep us land heavy. Now, if I go treetop here to attack for 3 and they bolt, that's quite bad. I don't think that's quite worth it. I'm gonna keep my land. Oh well, they had F6, so lost out on 3 damage there. Draw the Lurrus. Bloodbraid Elf. Bloodbraid Elf is the best card. Hey Blue, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. If you'll notice, you now are a subscriber of the channel. Shwani Hog, my brother, was kind enough to donate this deck to us, and by doing that, he gifted subs instead of any donations. So you were lucky winner. Congratulations, Blue. Good to have you. Well, my field state of the tower, $97. You got them off? They actually bought them? I mean, there was no hype train. Strange, eh? Download Arena, another 3,000 to download Arena. Land off the top here would be best. It is. Let's go. Red, green, this for Lurrus, and we'll replay Tarmogoyf here. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll just play Tarmo as a 6/7. Beats up on their Cruxa, which I'm sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in here, so they're probably playing that, which means we're going to lose our Maelstrom Toss. Maybe they're wanting another formats. Can't wait to buy them back. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why. I guess they're pretty good in like Commander. They'd be very ultimate, I think. Do they have a land in hand? Liliana. Oof. 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 That was much worse than playing Cruxa. That was a lot worse.
Damn, son.
Need a Death Shadow. Ugh. Alright team, back against the wall. We have to, if they play Cruxa here, we have to throw away Maelstrom False. That was a, right when we had, it felt like we really had the game there. Gina got in the Magic and her deck finally came in the mail, played a bunch this weekend. That was the mono white deck? We had a commander deck? Who's the commander? Cruxa, yeah. This is so much trouble. We need basically Luris off the top to get back into this. Luris should do it pretty quick though. I can trade the treetop, so we can push Cruxa, trade the treetop with the Bloodbraid Elf. We ain't dead. Our life gain deck Angel is pretty good against the mono red damage deck. I can imagine. Fuck's sakes. Sweet. Just kind of Nihiri is pretty sweet, man. It's just a fun archetype, right? Like Nihiri's such a Nihiri's kind of like the perfect like win condition-ish planeswalker. Like it's so medium. But it does like so much for the deck and just wins, right? Like a 7/7 flying lifelink Orc Soaker that makes all your flying guys indestructible. Leads Barmaster Ascension to be good. Oh, I forgot about that card. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you reminding me about Pyromancer Ascension. God, that card was a house. Temple Garden. Cycle this. Luris. Play Bobble. Just about F6 to our turn, so we're going to play this Overgrown 2. Tapped. We draw Traverse. Oh, this must be Boggles, I think. It is. Dismember's not going to do anything in our hand. There's a Bridge Thickets. They're drawing a lot of lands here. We'll play Scavenging Ooze and eat a card or two. So let's keep up the most green mana that we can. We'll play the Skoos here. And this will be a race. Skoos by itself isn't going to win very well. But Lurrus the Green Den is going to be able to draw us a bunch of extra cards, so I'm not unhappy with that. Griff's Boon. You got it. I really hope that their hand is consisting of the 2-mana thing, that they need to draw a bunch more cards. But I do know that one more card in their hand is another Razorverge Thicket. Feel Ruin isn't good enough for us to play right now. We will shock this in, play our Lurrus. Also has Lifelink, which is pretty good for Play Cover Scouts coming in. I don't care about another 1/1. Let's put this one getting big enough. Spare Skyblade. Angel 7/7. You may pay white and tap 4. Ooh, I know this creature. Rather than pay its mana cost. Oh, that's so... I didn't know it was legendary. That's so good for a commander. Alright, no cards left in hand. Daybreak was a pretty good draw. First Strike, Flying Lifelinks, Vigilance. It's going to be tough to race this now with the Vigilance. By tough, I mean hurt near impossible. And First Strike too. How many card types? 2. I put land in, that's 3. I could put land instant, but then we go to like nothing. We did to a lot off the top. Got my Pawns League 3-2, not bad. Let's bobble. We'll bobble them. See what's coming off the top. Snow covered forest. Okay. We've got some time. We can take another hit for 5 here. So let's draw with the peatland. Liliana was pretty good. So now we'll be able to shoot the glaive cover scout and a turn and drop Liliana and make them sacrifice the whole thing, and then the game's over. Okay. Do I want to traverse for anything? I don't think so. I'll just pay a black in this for dismember. I ran the new dragon that makes treasure tokens. Oh! What the hell is that card? Tell me what that card is, Curtis. Wow, we went from dead to oh, that thing has hexproof too. Why am I so stupid? Let's ban dragon. Why am I so dumb? It wouldn't really have changed anything, but we do need to gain some life here, so I'll gain it with... What's going on here? Oh, they have Luris. I forgot about that. Luris deck. It does take us away from Traverse. You have to get above. Get 6 life here. So if I slam in with Luris, he'll block, and then I can eat it with the Scavenging Ooze to go to 6. And I can also play Liliana, so let's slam in with this. He blocks with this, we don't gain any life. He blocks with this. Oh! Oh! I did not see that coming. Don't turn off. Well, I was expecting him to put this in there. Traverse for Shadow. This thing flies. Wow. Yeah, it is flying. So, I think what I'm going to do here is play Liliana and down tick. You can't dismember it. I tried that last turn. Can't do it. See what they're drawing here. Drawing at the real armor. Oh boy, that's bad. That's so bad for us. I'll play the Verdant Catacombs so I can get a forest and eat this when they go to target it. But I think we're dead to the other real armor off the top. I did the same thing, Curtis. It's not difficult to do. I think the real armor is going to add 3, which puts it to 8. I think we're dead then. Because you have to fetch. Yeah, just put it to 8. Yeah, we fetch 1. To fetch with this land, right? To gain the 1 life. We go to 7, go back up to 8. It was tight. It was tight. Damnation's great. Languish is going to be super medium. It's not my fault. I didn't have. If I had a forest, I would have done that. But Liliana is great. How do you play stupid pain? Non-land permanent. I feel like this is probably could be okay. Scoos may be fine as well. Death Shadow's hard to convert with, but Fatal Pushes. We want a number of these still. Dismember we can get out of here. Probably want one Fatal Push. If we do this, I think this is fine. It is really good. If you can just like on the play snipe their one dude. Now if they have a bunch of dudes, then I think you do that. The bogus player, they're going to have
Boom!
Holy
Thanks for cheering.
Shit. Jesus, Blue. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you. Good point, John. Definitely gonna have I feel like this hand is still decent. Even if we thought Caesar ourselves to put Death Shadow in the graveyard, Tarmogoyf's gonna be pretty big. Yeah, Leyline Leyline of Sanctity is the worst. Okay, got lucky. Force of Vigor. I do like Force of Vigor quite a lot. Slippery Bogle off the top. That's unlucky. We'll Thought Seize them. At least we know there's a Bogle there. They have 2 Glades Cover Scouts, so I'm going to take the Ethereal Armor. Yeah. Grispoon's going to let them get in a whole bunch. But Ethereal Armor is the scary card here. Now, I knew the land was on top. Sorry, bud. I already knew it was there. We'll shock and play Tarmogoyf here. I played Razor Verge and Windswept, fetching with this. I assume 2 more Boggles are coming down. God, I love playing against an enchantment deck. Tarmogoyf's so easy. Big cover. Is this a Bogle? Slippery one? It's always there. It is a slippery one. So they have Grispoon and the card they drew for turn here. Ooh, that was pretty good as well. There's 2 card types in here. We'll bang for... Oh, shit.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
ST77, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Pleasure to have you. Scare the shit out of me. That gets me every time. Just draw 3 lilies straight. Sounds easy. Do I want to traverse here? I guess it's only going to get a basic land, so probably not. We'll just play another Tarmogoyf. And if they get in, then we get to play 2 shadows. My answer would be GG's, especially after our opponent drew another land. So 1 card in hand, 1 Grispoon. The other card is Spider Umbra. Alright, coming in for 3. Damnation would be so good. Although they would keep the 1 Glade Cover Scout. Do they keep the Grispoon when that happens too? No, eh? Remove all damage from it and destroy this aura. I think they do. I think they do keep the other enchantments. Okay, so what if we just go Shadow, Shadow, Traverse, Shadow? Am I right, Traverse? Traverse doesn't get creature, that's right. Terminus. We definitely go Shadow, Shadow. Act like this. What do you think? They go block, block? It is a good card. 1 block it is. Alright, we'll play another Shadow. And maybe we just... Oh, I keep thinking Traverse is going to get a target, but it's not. Alright, so let's do that. This is a good chance to race here. Like, they're coming in for 3. In fact, like, it may even be right for them not to attack here. Are they just dead here? So they go block here, take 10? Right? They're just dead. They just didn't do the math right. Right? 2 blocks and they're dead. Yeah. Okay. Sweet! Anything else here? Is Kitchen Finks any good? I don't think so. I think I'd rather race with them than try and go a little bit longer. Maelstrom Pulse, Abrupt Decay is good. Yeah, they could have Path, but no, they had 0 cards left in hand there at that point. I knew. Abrupt Decay doesn't really do a whole lot. Languish is good if we get to turn 4. His hand does not have any, like, any Thoughtseize effects, which is probably good anyways. I'm gonna keep this just in case they have a ley line here too. Alright. Got paid off for that. For sure. Got paid off for that. Cover Scout's good. We'll bobble ourselves. Reverse on top. Play an Overgrown Tomb tapped. And hopefully, I guess like with the Abrupt Decay, we can still catch them on a Languish as well. We have the 4 lands with the Traverse, right? So I'm probably just going to Abrupt Decay this Ethereal Armor. Another Bobble. Bobble ourselves here. Yep. What do we see? Liliana of the Veil. That's a good one. So I want to be able to play Liliana next turn. So do I want to take down... I want to also... You want to play Liliana after Languish, actually. So let's play the Nurturing Peatland here. And then I can Abrupt Decay the Ethereal Armor. So we take less damage. And then I'll follow up with the Treetop Village. And maybe a Scavenging Ooze. And hopefully, that's the main goal, is to get off this language as we can. I was hoping to catch a Daybreak Coronet. That's why I didn't change that. I guess we still can if they have a land here, right? If they go land Daybreak, I guess it's still gonna enchant it, so it doesn't feel as good. Rancor, yeah. Green, black, Abrupt Decay this. Now they have a 5/1, which is still a lot. Inquisition, can't Inquisition them. They play Treetop and play Scavenging Ooze and just block with it. We still need a land off the top. No, actually we just play land Death Shadow here and block with that. And we'll traverse for a land here. So we make sure that we catch it. Reverse will get... we have enough swamps, so we'll grab a forest in case we need to gain some life with the Scavenging Ooze. And this is going to play the Death Shadow. And again, I'll definitely block with it no matter where I can. Because it's going to die to our Languish here. I like this play. It gets first strike, so I'm still going to 7/3. God, this is gonna feel good. I guess if I didn't block with the Death Shadow, we'd be the only one with a creature on board after. Wait a second. super weird. Because of the first strike and the trample, it's growing our Death Shadow in combat. And then was big enough to kill their thing? What? I did not see that happening at all. That's crazy. I did not know that. That was pretty sweet. We're gonna attack here first for 7. Getting a little bit more damage. That was crazy. I guess I should have. No, that's not going to be more damage. Languish here. Oof, oof, oof. And it's great. God, playing with Street Wraith reminds me of playing with Gitaxian Probe. So bad. I miss Gitaxian Probe. Bring back what I want in Magic back is Gitaxian Probe and Arkham's Astrolabe. You can keep your Okos and Uros. That's all I want. Let's go. That motherfucker. Or argued with the Shadow player and told him he's full of shit, right? Absolutely. If somebody would have told me that, I would have had to. If somebody would have told me that, I would have called the judge. I don't understand how this is going to work. Astrolabe should come back. It's not that great. Soulscar Mage. Alright, so I definitely want to get that out of their hand. I probably just want to like get a swap here. I get that out of their hand, meaning I can't do that at all. But I am going to Inquisition them. Crash Through Season Pyromancer, Arclight Phoenix. Interesting. Interesting. We're gonna get rid of the Season Pyromancer here. And then we just like discard is so good against this deck because this needs what, 2 spells? 3 instant or sorcery spells. I guess I could have got rid of like Lightning Bolt there, but this isn't as burn heavy as I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to be freewheeling on this Street Wraith pretty soon. Not that good. Mono Red Phoenix, yeah. Yeah, it is. Lurus was a great draw for us. Happy with that. I'll cycle the Street Wraith here. See what we want to do with our life. Got a Bobble. We'll bobble them. Give us a little bit more information to go off of. See what their next card is. Anamorphose. Really wanted to draw a Fatal Push there to shoot this thing because they're going to do us a lot of damage this turn. Let's Thoughtseize. Bam. Yeah, it is surprising actually with no Obosh. I wonder what they have. Oh no, Arclight Phoenix can't have Obosh in it, right? We're gonna get rid of Crash Through. Maybe a Lightning Bolt is better. Let's do that. Let's let them whiff on the Crash Through. I'll play the Verdant here and scare them with a potential Fatal Push. I guess we have a Bobble here, so we could get the Fatal Push. Just Shadow. That's even better than Fatal Push here. We just outpace them. Comes the Manamorphose. What are they using to put this in the graveyard? Or is it just 4 mana Hasty Bird? God, that was pretty good. That Lava Dart. God, I hate Lava Darts so much. Alright. Overgrown Tomb here. Street Wraith is 2 risky at this point. I think I just want to play Luris and Bobble here. That way we've got some life gain on board. I've drawn an extra card. I'm just going to keep bobbling them so I can keep seeing what's in their hand. So one unknown there. Let's see what else is on top is a mountain. Yeah, nothing else we can do here. Thoughtseize on top. Thoughtseize is going to be not worth anything very soon here. Inquisition I'd fire off pretty easily, but Thoughtseize is real detriment. I do want to stop them from like double, triple spelling, but play a land. They still have Arclight Phoenix and one other card in hand. I'm not going to block with this, because I don't know why they didn't attack, but not going to block because Lava Dart would shoot me, and then the Soulscar Mage would trade with the Luris, so ain't about that life. 2 cards in hand, so without them doing anything, I'm guessing the other one's garbage. Might not be. Play the Bobble. Bobble them. There's Spear on top. Could have Revelers, that's true too. I think you're right actually, that's a good point as to what would put the Arclight Phoenixes in the graveyard, so why he would not want to flashback the Dart here. So, we want to Thoughtseize the Reveler out. How far away are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more card, but it's a Monastery Swiftspirit at the top, so we don't have to do it yet. But I could just Thoughtseize and Death Shadow. I think I'm good with that. Then we can play a fetch land. Oh, it's a mountain. And we have to put this in the graveyard, okay. We'll play our Death Shadow here. And Swiftspirit on the top, so they're not going to be able to do anything. They could actually just gain 3 life here. They're not going to be able to attack profitably. Let's do that. We still have a fetch land and a Street Wraith in hand. We're upticking our Planeswalker here, as Josh would say. I don't know, loser plays that. This is probably the deck I'm... Oh, Dart there, sure. Yep, that's what you want to... Oh, it doesn't trade it, that's right. That is right. Still go up 2 life. And we'll play the Treetop here. What do we draw? Right? Battle Rage on the Luris. The Spear, yeah. I know you have a land in hand. There we go. No cards left. 1-1, they coming in. They ain't. Alright, Fatal Push was a great draw. I think we'll cycle this now. I'll definitely bobble them to see what's coming up here. Soulscar Mage. Another whiff. Animate Treetop, shoot one of these things on the way back. Maybe we play the Nurturing Peatland here. We can draw a card if they don't do anything. I'm good with that. 1, 2. You know what? I'm gonna leave Treetop back so that we can animate it, pop that, and can't do 14. It may have been worth it to fetch shock that. Ooh, Death Shadow off the top was great. Soulscar it is. They come in. What are we doing here? Nope. Alright. Let's draw a card. Dismember. Let's pay 2 life. Dismember this. I don't want to go any lower than that. We'll fatal push this. Any tournaments? I don't know. Depends if I can get a list that I like. Let's do this in 2 turns. There's probably a challenge on Sunday. I could probably run Blitz. I think Izzet Blitz is going to be my deck of choice coming up, so I'll probably run that. The Scavenging Ooze, that should be game. We'll play another Death Shadow. That one's definitely it. I guess they could draw what? Metamorphose? They could always Metamorphose their way out of here. 3 Metamorphose into a Crash Through, into a Crash Through, into a Crash Through, into a Bolt. 3 Morphos, 2 Crash Throughs, and a Bolt. That would be game. Alright, we want all of the creature killing. God, Kitchen Finks has to be miserable for this deck to get through. Just miserable. Damnation, Languish, Liliana Last Hope doesn't do. It neutralizes a card a little bit. Doesn't kill anything. Kalitas is great because it's going to exile the Arclight Phoenixes. Gravetide's too much. I always play 2-3 in my Ponza sideboard. The Kitchen Finks, they're so good. I really like this card. Oh, I also really like Arrasa of the Endless Whip. What is that? If you want to be a madman, live on the edge, and walk on Razor Blades, you should give GDS a run. It's so stressful. It's so stressful to me. I'm not a huge GDS fan. There's probably a comma in there, Kurt. What do we want out of here? I feel like Inquisition Thoughtseize against this deck is so good and so bad at the same time. Death Shadows are good, Fatal Pushes are great, any Graveyard Hate is awesome. Maybe I don't want Street Wraith. Lurrus seems okay. Lurrus actually seems really good. Let's take out the Street Wraiths. 1 Shadow, 2 of these. Maybe it's a Traverse. I don't think we're going to get to turn this on very often. Let's keep 1 Street Wraith, 1 Shadow. 3/5 reach. Whenever an opponent casts an instant sorcery spell, create a 1/2. Oh, that thing! That is pretty cool, actually. I do like that card. This hand stinks. This hand... I guess it's fine. Lurrus can replay stuff. I'm not a big fan of what's going on here. The Swamp back. We really do need, like, the more I think about it, the more this is just a miserable keep. We need creature kill. We just needed to mulligan like 3 Fatal Push, I think. Don't know if they can beat that. Ugh. Play the Bloodstained Mire, and I'll be fetching for an Overgrown Tomb tap, so I'll play the Scavenging Ooze. The problem with all this is that they'll shoot it. I think we're going to game 3 here. This is a bad keep. Made a bogey. Gotta watch for Blood Moon. That's a good point too. Yeah, that's a very good point. Blood Moon coming out of a deck, or a monocolored deck. They may not bring it in because we're 2-color, but I think that would be bad as well. Maybe it's better just to get a swamp here, just to play around that. You've convinced me. We're gonna Inquisition here and take the turn off. Braids. Alright, well our opponent's hand stinks is why no Obosh? Because Arclight Phoenix is a 4, right? Why punt? Oh. Well, I guess technically the keep was a punt, but right now it doesn't look that bad because our opponent also kept a weird hand with a bunch of braids in it, which would be great if we play a creature. All right, another mountain. So 2 cards are mountain, a braid in hand. They'll come in for 2 here. They gotta be running Reveler. There's the only way this really makes sense. I don't know what else would put a card in the graveyard. We're gonna do this again just in case they do bring in. I think you're better fetch for basics, right? I think that's a good idea. So we got a couple basics here to get going with things. We play Lurrus here, but it's gonna need a braid immediately. Then next turn we can Lurrus, or we can play Scavenging Use, eat a Lurrus. God, this feels bad. I feel like we're just like playing into a braid. If we don't play it, then who cares, right? Let them hit you down. So, like, if they play braid on our turn, I don't care. If they play braid on their turn, though, I'm not happy about it. So I think I'm going to just play the Nurturing Peatland and not play a spell and crack this end of turn. It sticks that a braid in their hand unless they want to put it into a creature. Arclight. Yeah. Yep. I'm not going to crack this Peatland anymore because we really need. Wait, 1, 2, 3. We need a damnation. Good times. Can't play a creature here because they'll braid on their turn and get the Prowess triggers. Draw here doesn't help unless we draw a kill spell. Inquisition is interesting. I think we do that now. Let's Verdant. We're gonna fetch for Swamp. Inquisition to get that a braid out of there. And now play Lurrus. We're dead to a burn spell. But this is our best chance of survival for this awkward game. What'd they get? They would have slammed a burn spell pretty quickly. Crash through, we're dead to. We're dead to a lot here. It'd be crazy to attack with anything but Arclight if they don't have it. All right. Ooh. All right. Well, we gotta get busy with Lurrus. We don't even get to eat 2 things here, right? We just get to eat 1, but we gain 3 life. That's the most important thing, is gaining 3 life here. So we'll do that. No blocks. Don't know about that one. So if we shock here, then imagine if Lurrus return, right? That'd be so good. Be so good. So if we shock here, then it undoes what Kitchen Finks does. Then we do get to add another blocker in Scavenging Ooze. Or we just go just Finks. And that blocks one of these dudes. Then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna go to 7 here. If we go to 5 instead and have 1 more block, we're still dead to a kill spell, burn spell. Anyways. Do we play the scavenging use? That's the big question. I'm leaning towards no.
Keep good OG, yeah, I'm good off the pills. I got a bad one from Sac, I break a back for real. I be everywhere, they claiming that they know me, but don't know if I'm in town or OT. How you know me, but don't know the old me. All I know is that your girl wanna throw me. Hit it from the back.
I'm gonna play it. The reason why I played it is if they just alpha here, they're gonna deal us 4 damage. Dead, you're right, so that's the only part. But Dart would have killed us anyways if they would have played it and flashed it back. If we didn't play the Scoos. So Dart we were dead to anyways. We're dead to anything anyways. Another mountain. Interesting. Fatal push off the top. Well. Let's... Continuing the gift they got from Jay. Well, sweet, Josh. Thanks, brother. We're gonna come in here with just Luris, I think. Another 3. We'll play the Overgrown Tomb. We could replay Luris here. I don't mind that, because then this puts this Luris in the graveyard, so next turn we can do that. I'm gonna do that. Also puts up 1 more blocker. Can't push the Phoenix because it's 4. I could have if I would have played the Overgrown Tomb untapped, which probably would have been not a bad idea. So if I played that untapped, then get rid of Luris, triggers Revolt, shoot the Phoenix. That way we take 3 less. Oh, this mine was running out. That's so funny. Okay, good. So Bobble here was great. We're gonna take a look at their top card. Bobble's a great draw. They have no cards in hand. So let's see what they've got coming up here. Mountain off the top. I like that a lot. So let's replay Bobble. We'll go to combat. Coming in for just 3. Our opponent's gotta be upset. They're drawing just absolute garbage. The reason why I'm not using the Bobble now and shooting this now is I want to see what's on top of their deck. They drew the mountain for a turn. We'll Bobble, shoot this. And then we'll be able to eat the Arclight and the Luris. We drew Dismember. The greatest member. Metamorphose on top, that's a good one to get rid of. Let's shoot this. Yo, Ben, also don't forget to update the title of the video. Good point. Do that right now. Modern. Rock. For a game. Punt on the title. All right, let's eat this. And we'll eat this. Yeah, that sucks. We'll just keep this member in hand for now. It'll push Death Shadow. Nothing better. Play this. Did we look at the cards on top there? Metamorphose, that's right. So let's go in with just Luris again. Yes, we play Luris again. Go up to 10 life, actually. So Death Shadow is just going to be a 3/3, but we do have three blockers for their soon-to-be 3 attackers because we have Dismember. Good, your internet sucks. Alright, Metamorphose it is. They finally drew a good card. Oh, wait. Yeah. I'm gonna take a look and see what this card is. Rill of Possibility. They need another card in hand to discard to that? Is that the one? Discard a card, draw 2 cards. Oof. 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 That's tough. That's a tough one. Okay, they've had enough. Alright! Little 3/2 with the Rock. The Rock is back. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Good job, Josh. Well done, deck. Let's take